Okay, are you in page 24 class? A visit with grandpa, that's the name of the story?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, perfect. Now, before we start with the reading, I have two questions for you. What do you think this story is going to be about?
In the
page
23, Miss.
Page 24, 23,
page
yes, 23, page 23, A Visit with Grandpa, that's the title. What do you think this story is going to be
In
about?
this story, pienso que... Voy a hacer en español. Voy a
No,
tratar de
try
decirlo
in
en
English, try in
yeah.
English.
Yes, miss, miss. I know that is
Let's, okay.
about visit to your grandpa, and the grandpa, ¿cómo se dice enseñar?
Teach,
Teaches
show.
to kitchen. The grandpa kitchen to the boy. To your
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Colette, that you guessed in Rebecca while you were saying, then Rosa.
The boy también visit of a grandpa and show cómo se hace biscuit.
How
I
to
know.
make a biscuit. Oh, you start reading because that's for the information. No, just by the title.
No, estaba buscando como la página me encontré con como un pan, entonces como que me dio la idea.
Okay, got it. Rosa, and then Sijan.
I think that the story is that good and just think that boy busca the best biscuit.
The best biscuit with Justin. Okay, Sijan, what do you think the story is about?
By house, family, or the name. We need to write the presentation.
You don't have to write. Today in reading, we're not going to copy anything. Don't worry to copy, just read. Gabriela Gigurems, tell me, what do you think the story is about?
A girl visiting a grandpa and the girl or the grandpa cooks.
The girl, okay, you think that it's about girl. We're going to find out if it is a girl or a boy. Okay, thank you. Now, number two, where do you expect is the setting of the place of this story takes place, the setting? Gabriela.
Friday.
In a house.
In a house. Okay, Rosa, where do you think is the setting?
In the house or the Friday.
Okay, thank you, Colette. Yes, you think that it's a boy. We don't know. We haven't read the story, so we don't know if a boy or a girl. Justin, okay, you read something. Now let's see, Kiara, where do you expect this story takes place? This story, Kiara. The setting. Remember, the setting is the place or the time. Just by reading the title, A Visit with Grandpa, what comes to your mind?
The Friday.
Año pasado,
Kiara, say it one more time, sorry.
Dessert.
In the desert? Oh, okay. Valerie, where do you think the story takes place? A Visit with Grandpa.
In a town.
In the town? Okay. Danny, where do you think the story is going to be taking place?
In the house. The house.
The house. Okay, so we're going to find out. So everybody open page 23, page number 23, 24, and we're going to find out. So I'm going to close. You don't have that page. Okay, don't worry. Here it is.
The story can place in a house no sé cómo decir este lugar, como un campo.
In the Friday.
The prairie, that's right. Remember the vocabulary, prairie. Okay, Joshua, you don't have the page, yes. Joshua, you are going to read the first paragraph. You're going to help me to read from here. I don't know if you're able to read it.
More or less.
Okay.
The first page.
Yes, just the first paragraph. I'm going to put a heart until you are going to read until here. Okay.
Justin has been having a hard time at home. He complains to his friend Anthony that his mother and sisters are always after him to make his bed, clean his room, or do dishes, all of which he considers woman work. In frustration, Justin starts crying while Grandpa is visiting. So Grandpa invites him to come back with him to his ranch in Missouri
So,
for a week. They be able to attend the Western Festival and see parades, games, and rodeos.
thank you so much, Joshua. Everybody should be following the reading. Now, Lucia, continue with the reading. You're going to read until I put the heart also.
Justin and Grandpa had just arrived at Grandpa's house, where he leaves alone and does all of his own housework. Grandpa shows Justin how a man makes a bed, and then tucks him in for the night. The smell of coffee and home smoke and woke Justin. His grandpa was already up and downstairs cooking breakfast. Justin jumped out of bed and quickly put on his clothes.
His clothes, excellent. Jumped. That's the pronunciation. Thank you, Lucia. What is the story right now about? What is the story? Who can tell me? What do you understand about the story? By this moment.
Justin visits with the grandpa, and the grandpa say si le puede ayudar.
It's helping.
It's helping the housework.
In the housework. Okay, but what think Justin about the housework?
Justin says that housework is woman's work.
Woman's work. Do you agree with this? Is woman's work?
No.
No.
Oh, boys can help, right? You can help to wash the dishes. You can help. Yes, but
It's
Justin,
not necessary that the women do all the work.
Excellent.
The men can do some work.
¿Y por qué puse estos corazoncitos?
Okay, that's right.
For example,
To indicate to the readers how to stop in the reading.
The hearts. Okay, the heart is just for let you know until which part you're going to read, the people that I mentioned. Okay, so excellent. Now, in the first paragraph, I've seen that it mentioned the setting. It mentioned a place.
For example,
Where is taking place this story, class?
For example, the grandpa is kitchen. Only the girl or the woman no kitchen. Algunas mujeres no cocinan. Algunos padres.
That's right, Khaled. Now, remember it says, it mentioned Grandpa invites Justin to come back with him to his ranch in Missouri for a week. So they are in Missouri. Now, let's continue with the reading now. I'm going to call Santiago Chavez. You're going to continue. Remember that we stopped until close, so you're going to read the rest of here. Until here, you're going to read. grandpa.
What part?
Mhm.
Grandpa dónde?
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Do you have your book where it says grandpa had no pancakes?
At Uncle Pancake.
There.
Do you have your book, Santiago Chavez, with you?
Yes.
Okay, so look in your book, the last paragraph where it says grandpa had hot pancakes. The part where you're going to read.
Grandpa had hot pancakes, apple jelly, and ham already ready for the table hosting 2 stacks of pancakes with 2 helpings of every else. After breakfast, Grandpa directed the table.
Continue.
Table
Preparing.
preparing to wash the dishes. Would you rather wash or dry? He asked question.
Continue here. Santiago.
Neither Justin replied
Mhm.
quickly, thinking how little success he had with dishes. Grandpa said nothing as he removed the dishes from the table. He took this time carefully measuring liquid soap and letting hot water run in the sink.
Okay, stop here, Santiago. Thank you. Santiago stops here. Sink. Excellent. Now, pronunciation. Here, how do you pronounce this word, class?
Table.
Table. Yes, table.
Table.
Preparing. That's the pronunciation. Excellent. Excellent. Preparing, to prepare something. Okay, now Agur, I'm going to call Agur to continue with the reading. Mia Valentina, continue. Mia Valentina here. Then he washed.
Okay. Then you wash each dish and radish it with care to no water splash or spilled substances were not over how easy it looked the way Grandpa did it.
Continue.
After washing the dishes, Grandpa and swept the flour and then went upstairs. Austin stood around the doing we had a strained fillet or gulped and wish and had help with the dish. He heard Grandpa move about a bit, apron, no, oh, I don't know,
About, yes.
about in his room. His thing
Thought.
coat of going outside going into the maiden, but he decided to see what was going on
Upstairs. Thank you, Mia.
Upstairs.
Thank you so much. Let's check pronunciation. With care. Care. How do you pronounce this word?
Floor.
Floor. There's one.
Downstairs.
Downstairs. Excellent.
Strange.
Strange.
Como doctor strange.
Guilt.
Above.
Above.
Middle.
And outside.
Outside.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Mia. Thank you. Wow. Let's continue with the next page. Okay, yes, we have time. Next page. It's page 26. Who is asking? Rebecca. Okay, yes, Rebecca, you're going to read where I'm going to put the heart. Continue with the reading, Rebecca. Page 26, remember. And then Valerie. Then it's going to be Valerie. Rebecca, you're muted. We cannot listen to you. What he saw.
When he saw his grandpa busily making his own big bed, Justin went into his room, his unmade bed, and his pajamas on the floor. Bothered him, but he decided that the room didn't look too bad. He picked up his pajamas and placed them on the bed and sat beside them. He saw that. Finally, Grandpa came in and said, "Are you in time with me today?" Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's
Oh,
an
yeah.
example. Yes. Excellent, Rebecca. Pronunciation here. Pajamas, that's pajamas. Pajamas is in Spanish. Pajamas in English. Decided. Okay, he decided. It's in past tense. Decide in present. Decided in past. Beside. Finally. Writing. Excellent. Writing. Okay. Continue. I said Valerie, right, Valerie? Fine, Valerie.
Fine, but why don't you make your bed? You probably feel pretty tired tonight. I will make bed a warm welcome. Justin moved slowly, reluctant to let Grandpa see him. Struggled with the bed. He started. What a surprise! Everything was tightly in place. He only had to smooth the covers. The bed was made. No lumps and bumps. Justin looked at Grandpa and grinned broadly. That was easy. He shouted, "Don't..."
Excellent. Just stop here. He shouted. Green. Green. Do you know what is green? Green broadly? No? This is too green. Green is to smile. It's like to smile. That's green. Greens broadly. It was smiling. Yes, Valerie. That's a representation. Perfect. Now let's see Sijan. You're going to help me with the last part of Sijan.
No, I'm not gonna read. I'm gonna read, but I have a question. Why do you have some hearts?
Some hearts, it's to let you know where you are going to start and finish to read. So everybody's going to read this story. I'm taking the attendance, who is the one that is reading today. So tomorrow, if you don't read today, tomorrow you're going to read, don't worry. Sijan, read the next part, the last part.
Don't you think you saw unpack your clothes? They won't need ignoring if you hang them up. You gotta look Russell sharp for the festival. He gave Justin some clothes and yours. Are we really going to the festival every day? Justin asked. You better start with Judith. Early tomorrow and the dance tomorrow night. Grandma winked at him. Justin's excited faded when he started unpacking his rumpled shirt. There's sure a wrinkle. Grandpa, he said.
Thank you so much. Pronunciation, ironing, asked with T at the end, judges. Excellent. Now, if you notice the book, well, here's underline the word wrinkle and rumple. Do you remember the meaning of wrinkle and rumple?
Wrinkle, it means arrugado.
That's right, and rumple is almost the same. Now, what was wrinkle here? What was wrinkle or rumple? That's right. Now, excellent. Now, I'm going to thank you so much, Sijan. You're ready to read. I'm going to share the presentation. I have some questions to see if you check what was the story right now by this moment. Now, 3 questions. Number 1, help me to read question number 1. Danny, read question number 1.
I have to copy.
No, you don't have to copy. You don't have to copy.
How do you think Justin feels about going to visit his grandpa?
Thank you, Danny. How do you think it's feeling, Danny? Justin, how do you think he is feeling visiting his grandpa? Sad, angry, happy? What do you think?
Happy?
Happy? Okay. Mia, what do you think?
Miss, I have to copy this.
No copy.
Y la otra presentación sí la tengo que copiar.
No copy.
Entonces hoy no tenemos que copiar nada.
We're not going to copy.
Oh,
Rebecca,
right.
please.
Yo pensé que
Okay,
no teníamos que
Rebecca.
copiar.
No, listen to instruction. We're not going to copy. I told you at the beginning, we're not going to copy and read it today. Rebecca, read sentence number 2.
Where and when does this story takes place?
Who knows where it takes place? The setting of the story.
In a house or in a
Little.
no sé cómo se dice
town.
en lugar.
Town and a place. Okay, number 3. Why does Justin not want to help Grandpa with the dishes? Who knows the answer? Why Justin doesn't want to help? Marcelo, your video studio.
Because he don't want to do work.
Excellent, Joshua. Now let's check the answers. I'm going to show you the answer. Number 1, Justin probably might be glad, happy, because he is going to be with his grandpa. Imagine if you haven't seen your grandpa for a long time and you see, if you see him, you're going to be excited, right? Because you're going to be with your grandpa. So probably Justin can be happy. Number 2, the answer for this is, remember, it takes place at the grandpa's ranch. They are on a ranch. Grandpa lives on a ranch in Missouri. So the time, it might be in present. They're not talking about the past. They might be in the present. And as I was saying, Joshua, Justin has trouble with the dishes. He thinks that it's women's work. That's why he He didn't want to help with the grandpa with the dishes. He was thinking that just girls do this work. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Comments about this story by this moment? No?
No.
No, 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 no. Okay, so remember for today, you don't have homework in reading. You don't have homework. So if you don't have any comment, any questions, we're going to stop the class. If you're missing some homework from previous week, don't forget to work on that. Yes?
Bye, Miss.
Bye-bye. Go and enjoy
Well,
your meal.
see you.
Bye,
Bye,
Miss.
bye, bye,
I see you
bye.
tomorrow.